everyone. Thanks for joining us here at First United Methodist Church of Baton Rouge. My name is Taylor Bacon. I'm the director of preteen ministry here, and I'm excited for the story we have to share with you today. It's a story about Philip that comes from the book of Acts, chapter 8. And the fun thing is that this story is going to be told by a guy named Philip. Now, while it's not the Philip from thousands of years ago, it is our very own Philip from the 5th grade. And so we are so excited that he was able to join us earlier this week on a Zoom call and record telling the story of Philip kind of in his own words. So take a look. Hey, Philip, they're talking about you in the book of Acts, right? Like you're the Philip that they're talking about?
No.
No. Wait. So you're not even like related to this guy? Like not at all? No.
Not close at all. Like,
Okay. Well, this is super awkward because I came up with all these questions because we're learning about Philip this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know Philip, and so I wrote all these questions down. I was kind of hoping that you, Philip, would tell us a story. So can I ask you these questions anyways, and then maybe we can piece the story together?
sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you these questions anyways, and maybe we can tell the story of Philip. So it says in the first part of Acts chapter 8 that Philip was going down this road because God told him to, or because an angel told him to, and then he runs into someone. Do you remember what happens on that road?
He met an official of the wealth of like the Queen of Ethiopia, and he was reading the book of Isaiah.
Okay, so the Ethiopian official was reading the book of Isaiah. So did he understand what he was reading?
He did not. In Acts 8:31, it said, "How can I?" He said, "I need someone to explain it to me." So he invited Philip to come sit with him.
Oh, dang, that sounds like kind of a big deal. Like it seems like Philip, who was just this really important leader in the church, was now getting the chance to share the love of Jesus with someone really important. What was the guy confused about?
So he was like, there's a part of the scripture that he was reading, and it said that he was led like a sheep to be killed, but he was just as silent as a lamb, like when their wool is being cut off, and like he did not like make any noise or open his mouth when like he was being treated badly. And he also he refused a fair trial, and like who can say anything about his children? His life was cut off from the earth.
Okay, so we said that was from the book of Isaiah. Do you know what part of Isaiah that's from?
No, it's like a really big book, so I don't know if I could find it.
Okay, so that's actually from Isaiah chapter 53, a really important part of Isaiah, and it talks about a servant who would come and suffer for his people. Do you know who it's talking about?
Jesus.
Jesus. Right, that was kind of a really easy one. Yeah, so then this man, or Philip, started telling this man more and more about Jesus. Who he was, what he did, how he died, all of those things. And then you know what happens next?
The man asked to be baptized and started following Jesus.
Yes, and everyone celebrated and went crazy. Well, cool. Well, I mean, that's the whole story. Philip shares Jesus with this really important person who then gets baptized. And that's really, really awesome. So Philip, even though you weren't this Philip, we appreciate you telling the story for us. And maybe you can tell us another story sometime soon.
Sounds great.
All right. Bye, Philip.
Bye.
Well, another huge thank you to Philip. We had a ton of fun making that video, and I hope you had just as much fun watching it. So thank you so much for joining us here this week, and we hope that your family is well and to see you sometime soon.